Okay, so we got into our first match and let's see. Oh, okay. So we get to play first, which is pretty nice. And we have a 1-drop and a 2-drop, and then a bunch of lands, but maybe that's okay. So let's just play this Goblin Guide and attack. Okay, so yeah, so whenever this card deals damage, they get to flip the top card of the library, and if it's a land, then they put it into their hand. So, I mean, we just gave them a free land, but honestly, don't really care. Okay, let's just play a Shrine of Burning Rage. And attack. Okay, so we gave them another land. That's quite funny. So this Shrine of Burning Rage. In each upkeep or whenever we play a red spell, we can put it gets a counter, and then we can sacrifice it to deal damage equal to its counters. So it just sits around, and then eventually you can cash it in for a lot of damage. Hopefully, if the game goes long. But he just cast Entomb, which signals that the game is not gonna go very long. Let's see what he puts in his graveyard. And we might just lose in the next turn if he has a really strong creature. Yeah, this is pretty strong, right? He can kill our threats. Okay, so he animates it. And I guess he's just gonna take the shrine. Yeah. So we did get a Swift Spear, but he oh, they have this giant creature. So we can't really do anything. We can just play it and wait. Okay, so he plays the res and it's gonna take something from our hand, which is gonna probably be the Banefire. And yeah. Okay, so okay. So we have this pretty strong creature. Let's see if it survives. It is actually interesting that they, when they used them to, they got the Ashen Rider, which is really not the most powerful thing you can reanimate. So there's like two options. Either they didn't have anything more powerful, or otherwise they were just really scared about our Shrine of Burning Reach for some reason. Because this removes two creatures, or two cards from the field. But we don't really have a lot of valuable cards anyway. Okay, so Ancestral Recall. It's gonna be pretty hard to win this one. And he's gonna take the last card in our hand, which is pretty unnecessary since we had to discard that to the Regisaur anyway. So that's kind of weird actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this mountain in hand because there is a chance that he will use some hand disruption on us, and then we can kind of trick him into wasting a spell on taking out a mountain. So yeah, he's gonna block with this one, and then he's gonna probably remove it. And now the question is, does he have a new reanimation spell? Because if he has a new one, then yeah. But if that was it, like if he doesn't have a lot of other stuff going on, then I feel like we're in a okay spot, apart from the fact that he has 5 cards in hand. Okay, Ashiok is really scary. Oh no, he took out that Confidant. Let's see, what did he... How do we see what other cards he exiled? Oh well. So let's just play Kroxa. So he discarded an Iona, that's really scary. Okay, so begin combat. Let's just try to get something going. Lotus Petal. That's quite okay for him to draw. I mean, I'm pretty sure we lost this game just because Ashiok is really hard for us to kill. She gets 2 extra loyalty each turn, and we can right now only do 2 damage to her. And we don't have anything else going on. But I want to see more of his deck. And what kind of other reanimation spells that he has. So he actually played a Dark Confidant. Which is very interesting. That is gonna do damage to him every turn. And he is playing against a burn deck. Okay, so let's let's see what he has. He has a lot of good cards. Okay, Lotus Petal, 1 card in hand. Like it's not like he's okay, he immediately sacrifices it. Is this a Dig Through Time? could very well be. Yes. So, I mean, he probably knows. Sorry. He probably knows what he's doing with this Dark Confidant. But it is kind of admirable that he chose to play it when he's playing a reanimator deck filled with these huge creatures, like, and huge spells like this. But maybe he doesn't have any more spells left. Okay, so he returns something to our hand. A swamp. And we just draw an extra swamp, so yeah. So we can't really do a lot. I don't want to attack into Ashok because he might just block it with the Dark Confidant, and right now Dark Confidant is like our way to win this game, if not for the fact that he just drew islands. Okay, so he reanimates an Ashen Rider maybe, or just a Iona. Yeah, an Iona. I think we're just gonna concede in response to that. So, I wonder if we have anything. Oh, so Corpse Dance. Only returns for our creatures, or our graveyard. This could be good. Single target removal could also be pretty good, but we did see a Planeswalker, so we might take in a Murderous Rider to deal with Ashok. We can take out some of this expensive stuff, these two cards, pretty easily. And should we take in a more expensive spell that is guaranteed to kill a Planeswalker, or a cheaper removal spell that only kills non-artifact, non-black creatures? Okay, so we should definitely take this one in. Yeah, and let's just, I don't know, hope that he doesn't have his cards. Like, that's what it's like playing an aggro deck against a combo deck, is that you just really have to. Yeah, we didn't really draft any hate cards. I mean, Diaphylic Daredevil can steal an instant or sorcery from their graveyard, so if they have used a reanimation spell, we can steal it and also reanimate something. Okay, so I'm not too fond of this hand because we can't even play Bitter Blossom, and Wheel of Fortune might just kill us. Like, yeah, because he will discard his hand, and that could be exactly what he wants to. This card is definitely better. Did we see a lot of enchantments and artifacts in the last game? I don't think so, so I'm gonna take the artifact removal out. Okay, so let's just we can either play a Thoughtseize to take out his Entomb, or we can play a Goblin Guide to get in 2 extra damage. I think it's more important to just look at his hand and take a card now. Okay, so absolutely no reanimation spell. He does have some acceleration. He has a pretty powerful counter, but that's only for non-creature spells. And he has a good piece of removal. I actually feel like taking his mugs. It's gonna take set him back a turn, and he didn't have any good turn 1 plays anyway. Okay, so let's play this Kroxa, because at the current moment he didn't have, when we last saw his hand, he didn't have any reanimation creatures or creatures that he would want to reanimate. Would be pretty unlucky if he drew one, but yeah. Okay, so he actually discarded the Null Priest. That's pretty interesting. And yeah, he obviously played a swamp and an island. Okay. So not playing a Wheel of Fortune right now, but it could actually end up saving us. So he can kill this with a Fatal Push, but only if he somehow has a way of like a fetch land or something like that. Doesn't seem like it. He has a Putrid Imp. That's not very good for him right now. Probably not very good. Okay, I don't think we want to play a Wheel of Fortune right now, because like we don't have a lot of gas, that is true, but he doesn't seem to have a lot going on either. Oh, sorry. So let's see, what did he reveal? A swamp. Okay, so we keep giving him lands with this Goblin Guide, but that's okay actually. He's probably gonna remove it anyway. Let's see. He blocks the 5 power creature, makes sense. Okay. Now he's probably gonna Fatal Push. A Chupacabra, okay. So. Oh, we do get a Colorgan's Command. So he did play the Fatal Push. And yeah, okay, so we can kill the Ravenous Chupacabra and then return a creature card from our graveyard to our hand. That's actually pretty good. We are getting very close to being able to casting Kroxa, but we still need a red source. So let's just target player discards a card, return target creature card from your graveyard to a hand and deal 2 damage. So let's choose a Rebel Master and let's deal 2 damage. So the only card we know that he has is a Glen. God. Okay. So powerful. His deck is pretty powerful. Okay, so this card lets him find whatever he wants. So we can't just play Kroxa right now. But next turn he's probably guaranteed to get a nice reanimation target. We can't actually even play Kroxa, we need a card extra in our graveyard. So I feel like we should just play the Rebel main and wait it out. He is getting pretty close to dying, so we might be able to burn him out. Oh, yeah, they have to attack. So yeah, this is problematic. I wonder if it's an Ionin. It's an Ashen Rider. Okay. He keeps getting Ashen Rider actually. I'm kinda confused about it. But maybe I shouldn't be. Okay. He doesn't want to use the Witchclaw Talisman. Oh, what? Okay. So we also get a Witchclaw, a thing to tutor. What could we get? We could get the Direfleet Daredevil. So he animates, and is he gonna destroy the Witchclaw Talisman? That could be pretty funny. I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea. If he's scared of what we could get. Yeah, okay, he's gonna take out the talisman. That's actually, I feel like, not bad at all for us. Because we get a pretty big swing in right here. An Imperial Seal, okay. He's getting really, really, really low. And Inquisition, that is not bad at all. Yeah, that is... I mean, we can't really... I don't want to use... I actually want to wait a turn with the Wheel of Fortune. I want to play Kroxa and play Inquisition. I guess we have to play Inquisition first, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay. He probably put a reanimation spell on top of his deck, I'm thinking. So that Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Well, no, actually, maybe he didn't, because he sits with this Sphinx in his hand. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to reanimate anything if he searched for a reanimation spell. So let's just animate Kroxa, because I think, or actually we could just wheel right now. We are getting rid of these two cards. Are they a problem? Not really. But we can play Wheel of Fortune if he chooses to play Glenalendra on the next turn. But why would he do that? Okay, let's just attack. So is there actually any sense in holding this back and just getting in 3? I don't think so. I think it's better to trade this off now. What could he have put on top of his deck? A reanimation spell? A removal spell? I don't see it. I don't see what he... If it could... I don't know. I don't know. It's maybe a reanimation spell. Or something that he could just can hard cast. Either way, I don't think we're getting very far right now. So let's just do this. Basically, this is really bad if he reanimates it, but playing Kroxa just forces him to discard a card, which he's gonna choose this one. So it's not like playing Kroxa circumvents this coming into the graveyard. So and he already searched for something to put on top of his library. So I just feel like that. Okay, so can we actually play Karatas? Yes. That is very good. Okay, so yeah, sorry for taking so long, but like I feel like I have no idea what he searched with that Imperial Seal, and it's probably gonna wreck me right now, but I simply cannot think of what it could be. Okay. A phantasmal image. Oh, what is this? Okay. That's very weak. I mean, we can't just... He's tapped out. So let's just play this, cast this. Imprint this. Then just go. so we won, but that was very very close. I feel like putting in taking this artifact removal out, because he really didn't seem to have any artifacts, and putting this in just on the off chance that we have some of these cards in our graveyard. And really, Kroxa is not very good. So let's take Kroxa out. It just lets him discard the exact card he wants to discard. And Karakas should be pretty goddamn good against that deck, just bouncing the legendaries. Yeah, so let's take an Imperial Seal to be able to go get that. Yes, so I mean, discard spells not very good against him, but that's kind of what our deck is doing, so we really just ended up in an unfortunate matchup. Yeah, let's go. And he gets to go first now, so even worse. But we do have a Marks, actually. But not a whole lot of other stuff. So when this enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards for each non-land card discarded this way. Create a 1/1, but we have a lot of lands. We have 4 lands. So we would discard this. Okay, let's just keep it, because we might draw something, and we do have Amax, which can accelerate us. And we did draw a Karakas, that is very good. So let's just cast this 2/2 and pass. Oh, did he just have... Oh no, he didn't have Entomb last game, at least not really. But these other two games he had it. Does this have hexproof? No. Okay, so Jesus. Yeah, I mean, what can we do? Not a whole lot, other than returning this to his hand. Is this not a legendary creature? Oh no, it's not a legendary creature. That's terrible. Okay. Yikes. Phantasmal Image. Oh god. I really thought that this was a legendary creature. Too bad. Do we even have anything we can do? I don't think so. Let's just move on to the next game.